Okay, so here we are walking up the driveway, of course, 3415 Waverly Street. Here's the unfortunate barrel cactus that fell over in the last storm, which is too bad. That was a really old one, but there's another little one there to take its place. Okay, so there is a door going into that little library area there from the carport. We'll go and see that from the inside. Walking up the front path, there's lots of flowers in bloom right now thanks to the rain. And here's the front door with that neat star on it. I think that's really cool. Here's the view from the front porch. This is what I was saying. You can barely even see the street from it. It's really kind of nice and private. Okay, so, oh, and here's that area where the water was coming up against the building a little bit. You can see up here there's no gutters, and then over here you can see there's a gutter that ends and doesn't have a downspout, so I think that could be really pretty easily resolved. Okay, so going in the front door, here's the front entryway. Here's the new security system that they have installed, for whatever that's worth. Also, there's a security gate on the front door. Okay, so you come in here, we have the coat closet here. Little hallway, and it just opens up. It could use a little love, but nice place to hang your coats. You come in, this is kind of the dining room. This is the piano. And then you turn this corner, you're in the kitchen. And yeah, it's got tons of cabinet space and places for food and all sorts of things. Fridge is working. I'm not sure how old it is. It does seem a little on the older side. And here's the view from the front window over the sink. Countertops could be updated. I think, that and maybe refinishing the cabinets would do a lot or putting some new knobs and things could really update this kitchen a lot. Stove. Up in here, I mentioned there were some wiring issues. You can see that exposed wire there. That's not great, so that would probably need to be fixed. But otherwise, the hood works, so it is old, but it's working. All right, so then through the kitchen, you step down into this area that used to be a carport or a little garage. It's been converted. They have a new, I think that's just a heater, but maybe it's a heater cooler in here. However they're doing it, it feels nice and cool in this room. So you can see the detail on what used to be the outside of the house. Little closet space. It'd be a nice little study or library for sure. And then again, you have that door going out to the carport. Okay, stepping back up to the kitchen. Come back through here. We're again passing the hallway that goes to the front door. And back in the dining room. And then this goes into the living room here. And this is looking out towards the backyard, of course, that glorious mesquite tree. Also a little built-in here that once you scrape the horrible wallpaper out of would be kind of a nice place for stuff. There is some wallpaper on this wall here. I'll show you that is, I don't know if you can see. It's kind of textured wallpaper. It probably could go away at some point. The walls here could definitely use some paint. They're kind of dirty and some of them have some patching on them, so it'd be nice to do that at some point. Okay, coming around here. Here, very fancy 1960 doorbell. Hallway going towards the bedrooms, and then here, of course, is that bathroom. Big size bathroom, really nice. Actually, there's a lot of space between the tub and the wallpaper, the infamous wallpaper. Tub is actually in really good shape, even though it's kind of not the prettiest. Fixtures could maybe be replaced, but I think they're probably okay. We've got your toilet, medicine cabinet. This, I think this is cool, but it's definitely a matter of personal taste. The mirror is actually hung in front of a window, and so the window provides kind of natural light for doing makeup and whatnot. Cabinets are very much of their time, but look in good shape overall. So, okay, leaving the orange bathroom, going down the hallway. Got some nice built-ins there for linens and whatnot. Here's bedroom number 1, and it has some really fancy linoleum in it. And lights, you know, just nice sized little bedroom facing out the front yard. Decent sized closet here. Goes back a little bit, you can see all of the phone numbers and band names of the teenage kid who lived here. So if you want to call Ted, you have his number. Okay. In here we have, there's a thermostat, which looks newer. Oh, looks brand new. And then we've got the new HVAC system installed in here, which I'm sure you guys are really thrilled about. It looks like maybe a new water heater as well, or a newer water heater. So that's good. Okay, going down here, we have another bedroom facing the front, and more really classy linoleum, and another closet, another, you know, decent size, not huge, but decent. Someone's getting fussy. All right, and then this is the master bedroom. We've got tile floor. This is actually tile, not linoleum. Windows looking out in the backyard. This one here opens, the other one doesn't, for whatever reason. A pretty nice sized closet. This is actually deeper than the other closets. You see it's got some hooks in here. Fuse box, I just noticed. Some more hooks in there. So it's actually a pretty good size for that. Okay, and then this is going into the master bath. And you can see sink is in, you know, decent shape, toilet's in good shape, newer toilet. Here's the shower. It is walk-in, which is nice. It does have some older tile in it. What looks like cracks, I think it's just soap scum, but there's some grout work that could be done back in that corner there. Maybe again, new fixtures if you got around to it. And then interestingly, there's a sliding glass door that comes off of here. Let me see if I can open it. Oops. Oh, it's got a bar in the way. Sorry. Okay. So out from here, there's this little patio. It does have a gate. It's kind of a fenced-in patio. And this is where we have hookups for the washer and the dryer. And that big pipe that you see is actually for gray water coming off of the washer if you wanted to do it. It's a little... we could probably improve upon their system, but that's what it is. And here's a big overhang that I was talking about in the back. More on the backyard. Actually, we can just go from here, I think. Yes. So here's the backyard. Maybe I'll just walk around the perimeter so you can see it. So this is coming off the master bath. There's the air conditioning unit. Looks like brand new electrical box, so that's good. It's a wall. And this is going back towards one of the back alleyways. As you can see, this is a section of fence that would probably need to be redone at some point if you wanted to. If you don't care, you could leave it. And the row of dead oleander that used to be sort of a natural fence here. Let's see, I'm gonna have to duck around branches. So here's one of the mesquite trees back here. This yard is just wonderful. It really is just a gem. And I don't think a single car has driven down those alleyways since we've been here. We've been here for probably an hour at least, so nice, quiet alleyways. And then you can see along the next fence line is all actually pretty good fence. It seems like it's in pretty good shape. So it's just this one section along here that would potentially need to be redone. Great, big, awesome prickly pear. Awesome prickly pear. It's a little in need of water, but yeah. That's a good one. Oh, and I just noticed you have some ocotillo and some cholla back here. This yard has lots of surprises. Nice acacia tree right here, kind of in between everyone. Of course, we've got the big creosote. And then walking along the back fence, here's this beautiful mesquite. I love this tree. Just wonderful, wonderful tree. Little bit of landscaping here. They did some stonework and some agaves, or I think they're agaves. More creosote. Here's a little gate going to the alleyway. And then up here is the Aleppo pine that I mentioned. It's a pretty big tree. I'd say it's probably 40 feet tall. So I'll have someone come out and look at that. And then there's this little tree. I'll see if I can get where it's in better light. It does have a dead branch, and the rest of it is kind of really heavy, leaning to one side. So that might be a candidate for removal, or at least some pruning. So now I'm on the front or the back porch. This is looking towards the living room. And again, you can see there's a nice big overhang here. It's middle of the day in the middle of summer, and you can see there's some really nice shade right here on the porch, and just a really nice view of this beautiful backyard. So there you have it. I think that's basically it. Oh, one more thing. We don't have a key to it right now, but there is a storage shed right here. I think we took pictures of it earlier. So that's just around the corner from the back patio. And then there's a little gate going back out towards the carport in the front of the house. So that's the house, 3415 Waverly Street. Let us know what you think. Cheers.